Hey everybody, it's Cornbread here. It's late at night, and I wanted to make a little video right quick. It's going to be pretty quick, talking about this. This is the bug out bag that we're almost ready to give away. Yeah, let's step in the shop. Let me tell you a little more about this right quick. It's been a while since you've seen that little intro thing. I hadn't. If you're fairly new here in the past 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, whatever, yeah, that used to be the way all my videos came on. Hey, I'm back. I'm in the shop now. Y'all probably figured that out, didn't you? Yeah. Well, anyway, working on the old bug out bag giveaway project. And yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you this right here. This is something like I have on my bug out bag. It's a backup plan. It's a ferro rod with the orange duct tape and a big lanyard. You know, this stuff will burn too. It's a backup plan in case, you know, stuff gets lost or, you know, whatever. Carried this bag around and I adjusted it out. I think it'll work out really good for a fella my size or a smaller fella. The padded back straps are super comfortable. The waist strap, hang on, to adjust it out to see how far it would come out, and I have a tight size 30 or comfortable size 40 waist. Hush Mike. Anyway, I wore it with plenty to spare. I got this thing adjusted out, and I imagine this will probably go up to a, good Lord, I don't know, 50, 52, something like that. So it'll fit a wide range of people. It's got the stiff backing in it to help keep everything erect and whatnot. But yeah, we're about to get there on this thing. It is about full, and I had a couple more things to address, and one of them is a fire kit. So that's what I did tonight, and I was going to make some videos, some shorts with it, and well, I wound up, it was like 3.5, 4 minutes long, the tightest that I could shrink everything down and edit it. So I decided I'll show it to you right here, and it's just real simple little stuff, and I think it's a pretty good and comprehensive fire kit, and I might do a little narrating along with it, but this whole thing's gonna last, I think, like 3 minutes. So here we go. I love making wax canvas bags and things like that, and this is really no different. Use a little beeswax, mostly paraffin wax, melt it up. The beeswax gives it a little more stickiness and body. And yeah, I order these bags, and I'm making wax canvas bags to keep them waterproof. And yep, that one's done. It's thoroughly soaked and it cools off. Now I'm melting some more wax. This is mainly just paraffin wax, and putting some of this lantern fuel in it, and a little bit more beeswax, and yeah, use these little cotton rounds, the cheapest ones you can find at Wally World, and dip them in this concoction, and they take a spark really easy. Light them with a lighter, it's even easier than that. And yeah, I'm painting my cans red, so when you're digging through your bag at night and you find one of your cans, you know it's for fire. And you know how I am about orange and orange duct tape. Duct tape also helps get a fire started. And these little ferro rods are awesome. I got a bag of 24 of these things. I bought them bulk, and they are hot ferro rods. So there's lighter. Yeah, I did this one to have a spare or a backup plan. If you lose everything, you still got something to start a fire. And here I'm just wax coating this twine and matches, making stormproof matches, wind and rain. And yeah, the little cans turn out pretty good. They're inexpensive, about like Altoids can. And these Fresnel lenses, I got those in bulk too. And I'm just putting it all together. But this is just how I've kind of, and it's changed a little bit over time, but this is just kind of how I put together little fire kits. And I always put a ferro rod in there, but the number one thing is to have a bic. And yeah, you gotta have a bic. And the ferro rod is a backup plan, or in case things go really south, or whatever the case is. But yeah, I got the, and I like to use a mini bic in these cans because it gives you more room for other stuff in it. You can use a large bic, but you don't have as much room. And I got a little fat wood there, and yeah, pretty good little fire kit. You should be able to start a fire with this. Throw some Ranger bands on it, and put her in the wax canvas bag with another wad of jute twine, a little bigger wad, because that stuff works really good at starting a fire. And I split up some kindling to put in there. And that's pretty much about it, folks. Yep. There you go. A lot of that was filmed real short little pieces because I originally thought it was going to be a short, but it wound up being the longest short ever. I figured, hey, I'll give you guys a update on everything, you know, where it's at. Right now, the only thing I think that is left, I have 2 more quick little shout outs to do, and I'll probably do that the night before I announce how this thing's gonna be won. And yeah, we'll do a video. I'm gonna try to keep it pretty short, show you what's in it, do a shout out for everybody who donated to it, and yeah, then we're gonna start the contest. Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you, everybody who donated to this Bugout bag, I'm going to give them a shout out, and I'm going to link their channel in the description of that video that I'm going to make probably sometime this week. And once that is done, I'm going to get everybody who donated this thing to make a little short. If nothing, just say, hey guys, don't forget to check out the Bugout bag giveaway on Cornbridge to Hunting for Hookers, you know, whatever you decide to do. But the reason I need you to do that ain't to get people to come to my channel. It's so that when we get ready to give this thing away, the people who qualify will like, subscribe, and comment on that post on your channel or on whoever's channel. And then I know where to go find those comments and who did it and write their names down and put them in a generator. Or I like just cutting them out and putting them in a little cup. You know, I like the old school way, but we might do a random generator if I can figure out how to do that, because it's going to be a little different. You can't just go to a video and random generate comments. So I might just pick it out of a hat. But anyway, that's how it's going to happen. Everybody that likes, subscribes, and comments to the channels that donated to this, their name will get put in a hat. And then I'm going to have just a regular live. I'm not going to try to do anything fancy and screw it up like the last two. During that live, we're going to give the Bugout bag away. But that's coming up. I'm hoping to finish everything up with the Bugout bag this week. The Tom Man traveling knife is gone. The traveling leathercraft box is gone, and I get this one gone. And I will only be working on one project at a time after that, because this got all kind of confusing and stuff. You know what I mean? The next project is going to be really huge. It's probably going to be toward the end of October before we get it going really good. But yeah, I'll be talking about that more later. But yeah, if there's this week, the next couple of days, if you want to donate something to the Bugout bag, I'm going to make this Wednesday, let me check what that date is. This Wednesday, September 25th, 2024, at midnight will be the deadline. I can't take anything after that. I wanted to get as many people as I can to do the traveling leather box and the traveling knife. And so I kept leaving it a little out, and I keep getting somebody else. Well, this Wednesday at midnight, September 25th, I got to cut it off, because we got to get these videos done and get this bag out of here. And yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in it. Another thing I need to address is food. On the food side, I'm setting it up for a 72-hour bag, and I want to leave enough room inside the bag. And I'm not going to arrange stuff. I'm just going to put it all in the bag and send it, because whoever gets it's going to want to tailor it to what they want, you know. So I'm not going to try to paint them into a corner with a bunch of odd stuff, you know, that I like that's in my bug out bag. This is going to be the basic essentials and a little more. But with the food part, I think I'm going to put just like a couple of Mountain House meals in there, maybe a couple of packs of that tuna stuff. You know, that's the kind of stuff I have in my bug out bag. And survival tabs. If you've never heard of survival tabs, I checked these things out about 3 or 4, maybe about 5 years ago. And I was hunting down country in South Carolina, down in the flatland, you know, the sandy stuff, the eastern diamondback rattlesnakes, you know, that kind of thing. We were down there for a week, and we stopped and we got some groceries to put in the little camper we were staying in, and you can always go to town and get something to eat and whatnot. Well, I don't go anywhere without my bug out bag, and I put stuff in that, you know, you never know. That's kind of why you get prepared, you know. So I've done some research on these survival tabs. Survival tabs were developed by NASA, and they were developed, and they send them into space, and they still do. Whenever there's a space flight, and if something goes horribly wrong, these things supply you with vitamins and minerals and nutrients and stuff, and they'll keep you alive. And there's also a documented case of a lady. She had some kind of stomach or intestinal problems, and she survived off these survival tabs for almost a year. And because that's the only thing that would, you know what I mean. But anyway, I have survival. I keep 72 hours worth of food, basic 1 meal a day and a snack kind of thing in my bug out bag. And I have enough survival tabs in there for another 6 days. And that's like 8 of these things a day. They're just little chewable things. And believe it or not, they chase your hunger away. Now, I've used them several times, and yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I got sidetracked on survival tabs. But I'm going to be addressing this week. I got to do a couple of shout out videos, and I'm going to address the food, all the water, the fire, fishing kits. I'm going to have snares in there if you want to trap, things like that. I've got the bag is set up with the OD green and everything, so you can kind of be incognito under the radar. But if you find yourself in like most, here's that word, survival situations, you want to be found. Maybe there's some where you don't want to be found. You never know. But anyway, I've got it kind of where you can travel incognito, and then I have like the little mesh orange flags, like, you know, logging trucks fly on the back. I got a couple of those in here. You can fasten them to your bag. I have strobe lights in case you're lost in the woods at night and you want somebody to be able to see you. They flash SOS and all, and they're really bright. And I got a couple of road flares in there. The road flares, I got road flares. I keep a road flare in my hunting bag, and when I get to where I'm going to hunt, if I'm hunting in the mountains up here, the whole black bear population thing, the hunting flare, I take it out, and it's already out of the bag. And I have a piece of duct tape wrapped around it and a carabiner hook right here, and it's attached to the cap on it. So when I take it off, I jerk it straight out, and it'll strike as I jerk it out, just in case, you know what I mean? And I used to always carry a small bear spray, but man, that's a pain in the behind. And you know, when things are a pain in the behind, if they're a pain in the behind, you tend not to carry it. If it's raining like crazy and everything's wet and you're trying to start a fire, a road flare will do it. Stay tuned this coming week. Within about the next week, I'm going to finalize this. I'm going to put the video up with instructions, and at that point, I will get all the creators that, and well, everybody that donated to this bag, I'll get you to make some kind of little short and just put Bugout bag giveaway in the title so I know where to go look for the comments. And you know, it's like, I'll show you. It is about 17 minutes till 4 a.m. Yep. I don't sleep much, and I don't know what it is. I might be part mutant or something. I don't know. Go in there and try to go to bed when I'm not sleepy. I'll lay there and stare at the ceiling for 3 hours. I'd rather be out here making content for you folks and carrying on and having fun. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you something. This is one of the items that Mr. Eric DePurik from over in the Netherlands sent me. Dang gum, I still did it. And yeah. You want to talk about a bright little flashlight, buddy? And I got another one just like this one. I put it in my emergency bug out kit. But this thing right here, this is a Bugout model. It's a really good one. The one I got is like a little knockoff. Go on, I'll show you right fast. This is a little cheap knockoff, but see, this one's got one thing that's a little different. It's also a fidget spinner. Watch. It's crazy bright. Check this out. Bright light. Watch. Oop. Watch. Y'all get the point. And this thing is insane. I'm thinking about ordering one of these and see if I can get it in like 2 days. And it's got all kind of different. And watch this one. Ooh, people think you'd a popo with that one. But I might put one of these in a Bugout bag. I already got one extremely thick behind the flashlight that Brian's and I sent in. And I put a headlamp, an Energizer headlamp in there and a pack of AAAs. But anyway, that's cool. And I was also been testing. I ain't just been out here filming this video. I was out yonder testing this little thing. Yep. This little knife came with a really good, might I add, ferro rod. It's a great size. Yeah. And it is. It's a neck knife. I might be changing that. But yeah. And it's only $10 on the Jungle website. I've been cutting and whacking and doing stuff with this out there, and it's actually a super good knife. I'm going to tell you more about that in a coming video. This thing is super inexpensive, super sharp, and yeah. But that's finally all I got left. Finally, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys have a great day, great night, great whenever. It's 10 minutes till 4, and I'm going to go in the house, and I'm going to jump in the shower right quick and go to bed, and I'll get up about 9 o'clock. Y'all have a good one now. Tomorrow's Sunday. Yeah, because it's, technically today's Sunday. Anyway, till I talk to you again, peace and God bless.
That's all, folks.